Hello, I am Alex Hyper on Experience, and I'm shooting this video to promote my new EP, which is the Hyper Easy EP Journey 1 on Nightfall. Should be released or available to buy April the 13th this year, which is in a couple of 3 days' time. Just want to quickly talk about this artwork because it was done between my daughter and Paul Bradley at Nightfall. He came home from school one day and she had done this on a piece of artwork in After School Club. And I said, I love it, do some more. He did this as well. And then I gave that to Paul and he came up with this idea for this EP cover. And here's the back. There we go. Artwork, Beatrice Banks and Paul Bradley. Lovely jubbly. Okay, let's just talk about what's happening this Saturday, which is the record fair in N15. N15. I'm going to be down here hopefully from about 3 p.m. onwards, so stop and say hi. And that's about it. That's going to be awesome. There's going to be loads of exclusive stuff there and the rest of it. I don't actually know what's going to be down there, but there's a lot of stuff. What am I going to do? I'm going to play you a little bit of this. I'll come in from the breakdown actually and just play a little bit. And then I'll talk about what I did. Fair enough. So you get the idea. Let's start from the top. Obviously, it's got that emotions, don't want to lose your love sample. Let's just play some of that. All a bit glitchy. Oh, what's this bright bit here? I know what that is. Second, got that wrong. So when you do AI stem separation, you end up with all sorts of nonsense. And I ended up putting some of that in. Let's see how I did that actually. Yeah, it didn't work with just that. So this must have been some other element of the AI separation. Sounds better. And it wasn't quite enough. So I got a singer in to sing the same line again. Nice, so put all those together. Still sounds a bit glitchy, but having another singer in there gave me another element which I could mix with. And she also did some oohs and ahs here. Well, that's all thing. That's really nice, isn't it? Lovely, lovely. So that's that. And the other thing is, I started writing this tune quite a long time ago. And when I started writing it, I employed a composer to do some orchestration. And his brief was just make it sound proper Disney movie, sort of Fantasia, over the top orchestral. So he did stuff like this. Really nice. This is part of the intro. Really nice. He's done some other stuff here which is really bonkers. Big stabs. In context. Really nice. What he did was really, really nice. I did get a bass player to play some bass, but the real live bass didn't sound so good, so I just converted it to an 808. Copied what he did. See what's going on here. Have I got to? Okay, and what's this one doing? But that's just some 808 that's been filtered down. I'm not really sure what's happening there. Let's have a quick look. But there's a really, let's open this up then. Oh, it's been high pass, turn that off. But that's the original sound compared to what I've got now. Just that clicky noise, which gives the sub bass some attack. I mean, you hear it more in this breakdown here. Nice, it's nice. And the Juno sub is actually from my original Juno, which I've sampled or added. This Chroma Glow. This Chroma Glow is insane. It's built into Logic. You've got all different types. They're really, really good. Yeah, really nice. I really like that plugin. I use it quite a lot. I also use the Sound Toys Decapitator, but that one also gets a good run out. What else? So I use the Lyn Collins break, and I use stem separation to get the yeah and the woo out. I played around with those. That was fun. And then I made an effect out of the woo at the end. Oh, mental, mental. Lovely, lovely. Made some effects there, made some stuff. It's all pretty normal. Let's close those things up because they're cluttering up my screen. I've done the bass, done that. The orchestral stuff. Let's just go to this second breakdown because the orchestral thing really comes in hard there. That's really nice. There we go. So what else? Yeah, some piano. I actually had a friend of mine help me with the piano. He's a pianist and a keyboard player. He's really good. And I asked him, so what can you play over this, around the roots and that? Well, he did this. And then between us, we came up with the piano parts, which is really good. I did get a bass player to do the bass, but I replaced it with 808, which I think I've mentioned. And that's about that for that. I mean, the breaks are what the breaks are. Let's have a look at what I've done here with the beats, drums, solo, go. They're not in. Nice, 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 nice. Anything interesting here, really? There's not much going on apart from Lyn. You can see I tend to separate the kick and the snare so I can do different EQ with that. Let's come out and just check out what the Lyn's doing. Took out some of the low end in that boom. It all seems pretty normal, actually, listening to it. Oh, what's this one doing? Cut the snare out, so just so I can do something different with the snare. That's all in it. You know, it's all pretty normal. I'm just wondering if I did any smashing on the drums. Yeah, it's the drum side here. This is the empirical level, so the whole drum bus is being smashed through this and then mixed in a bit. If I mute this one out, bring this one up, minus 5.2. I mean, it sounds exciting when you first push up compressed drums, but mixing them when everything's asking for attention is really hard. Did I just close that song down? Cute. So that's about it. I'm just going to check because I want to try and do all 3 songs on the EP in one video. So I'll leave that there, actually. There's no point going on. It's just like that. I want to talk about the next song, which hopefully I can find without struggling too much. Yeah. Never do this live. What am I doing? I want to go back to the Finder. I want to find this folder. Don't want to lose your love. Just Say. Let's go into this one. Just Say. So this is the. I think this is actually the A side. The A side to the EP. Preview. That is awesome. It's I think she's copying some Five Nights at Freddy's or something like that. Copied something like that. She hasn't seen or played the game or whatever, but she They'd seen the cover and copied all the stuff up. I think that's very good. Very good. I'm just going to jump in. I haven't really rehearsed this. I'm going to go from here and see what happens. Bonkers. Let's start from the top. You've got loads of siren sounds. I made all them on the Moog Matriarch. I'll just play some of those. What we got? So gutsy and gnarly. I think I'd probably put some saturation on there. What's this? This is that Real ADT, which is like a sort of chorus effect. Crazy. Let's hear that again. You can see it goes stereo. It's just a phase effect. It's putting waveforms out of time with each speaker. What that does, it frees up space down the middle for other stuff. I've got delay underneath. This is a good tool. Really good on vocals. If you double track vocals and then have the second track through this toy, you can bring it up. It sounds sort of like 70s sort of rock, modern indie pop stuff. It's really good. I use that in the studio. Yes, we've got loads of vocals, but let's go to these drums, because I did something pretty mental, which was, if you listen to the drums, they pitch down every 2 bars. And I literally pitched everything down every 2 bars. Crazy. What's the Amon doing? Love everything. Everything pitches down in this break. Mad. And I split out the kick drum. No snare. That's a bit of extra snare. I like this one. What we've got here, sub. Now that I think that sub actually came out of a break. And what's this? 808. Some more breaks, drum. Lovely. What's this? There's a lot going on in that break. Let's just play just the break bits. Add the sub. Crazy thing to do. That's about it for that. So there's not much to that. It's got some weird intro with sirens and stuff. It's quite exciting. What do I think? That's probably enough. I mean, that is the tune. It's a big fat heavy thing with a big drop. Go. What's the next one? Save. Go to the Finder. Just say Amon Banger version 3. Last one, November the 24th, version 4. Did some interesting stuff on this. I think I actually used 2 Amons on this. You can see, if you see loop back, that's I'd sent the breaks out, processed them, and then brought them back. It's called a loop back, out and in after processing. Did that. I think I saturated the breaks a bit more, because you know Amon needs saturation sometimes. Waiting for that to oh no, cancel. Haven't rehearsed. Feel a bit silly. Skip all. This is a mental tune. Oh, what does that do? Oh, an 11. Right, what's going to happen if I just do this?
In this house. In this
okay,
house.
It does work.
This house. In this house. In this house. In this house.
I'll just skip this intro.
this house.
It's turned down. Ozone 11 is amazing.
I can feel it. I can feel it. Hold it. Pay close attention. I take your brain to another dimension.
Shit, someone's at the door.
Pay close attention. I take your brain to another dimension.
All right. Might as well play the next drop. Boom. Right, let's start by starting and just go through them drums. I know there's some crazy stuff with them. What's this? Top end. Where's the Amon? Amon loopback. You can hear that compression on the snare. So I sent the Amon out to some outboard I've got, which includes a compressor and some saturators and some EQ, and did that. I just got the one Amon. Ah, here's another Amon. Two Amons. Just when one wasn't enough. I did enjoy doing that actually. Oh, I got extra snares, so like you can add extra snares in, and there's kicks and things like that. Interesting, very interesting. No, I did mental amounts of breakdowns in this. Let's just take a look at what's going on in there. Rave stab. Let's have a look at that. What's going on there? Mute one of them. What's this doing then? Oh, what's this one? Not sure what I did there. Have I got two of them? I don't know. Let's have a quick look. I will spend a moment looking at this. This is a short stab. Okay, so this is a layer. Why did I do that? Why did I do that? Yeah, I'm adding some attack. So that's so the original sound didn't have much attack. It's got like a slow, so I added in this attack. I like it. I like that. Good. Well done, me. Nice. What am I doing now? Come out of here. Am I doing this? Okay. Anything of any interest really? What's interesting? These are all the bits that didn't make it into the tune. I haven't edited them out. What's this chunk here? Oh yeah. Interesting. Now in this intro, these sounds here. Feedback effects. That's like stereo. That's that classic trick of sending a mixing desk back into itself to produce feedback. Only in this case, I'm able to send a signal to the saturation. I've got some saturation device. And then resend that signal that comes back into the saturator by varying amounts. And that up and down woo is me actually increasing or decreasing the amount of feedback going back. Yeah, really interesting. I know I'm not the first to do that, but it is a really good effect. It's this bit over here as well. This never made it in. It's really annoying that I didn't do it. Oh, I didn't go. I was going to, How do I do this? This is obviously moved to the wrong place. I just went ahead and did this. Yeah, so I was going to do this, change the pitch of the tune, but it never made it into the final mix. So these are all the bits that didn't make it in. The idea was that would loop back to somewhere. But that never made it in. I'm now thinking I should have done. There were so many bits in here, I had to cut them out. There we go. I mean, that's about it. I don't know what else to say. That's all good. That's all good. There's nothing new that happens in there. It's all just mad. And there we go. The new EP is out very soon, April 13th. Y'all take care.